Everybody, NZ Blazin here, back with another squad builder video, as I've got um the YouTubers against other YouTubers all in the NBA. So I picked the Dallas Mavericks that has B. Ellis at point guard at a 90 overall, Christopher London at at center at an 88 overall, Scotty Barnes at power forward at 84 overall, Cash Nasty at 83 overall playing shooting forward, Jessa at shooting guard playing shooting guard overall 81, with Spencer Dinwiddie running the point guard for the starting point at an 80 overall. Then we've got Kenny Chow at a 78 overall. Then we've got JaVale McGee, Dwight Powell, Reggie Bullock, Maxi Kleber, Josh Green, David Bertans, Frank Nicolina. So we got it all on Hall of Fame, 12-minute quarters, no trades, and injuries should be also turned off. I'll double check that. Go into settings, general, double check injuries are turned off. So yep, injuries are off. So we'll simulate through and see how well the YouTubers in this team, with a mix of the mix of the Mavs, all NBA players, see how well this team can do. So without further ado, we'll simulate October. So we'll simulate through. So we take a dub against Suns, take a dub against Memphis, take a dub against New Orleans, lose to the Nets real bad, win against OKC and win against Magic. So we're 5-1 to start off. Take a 30-point win here. Devin Booker with 25, Ayton with 17 and 10, so a double-double. Christopher London with 30 points and 8 rebounds. B. Ellis with 24 points. Jessa with 24 points and 11 assists, so a double-double. Scotty Barnes with 18. Cash Nasty fouled out for 6 fouls. Fouled out with 10 points. Kenny Chow only managed 7 points. He played 28 minutes. And then the win against the Memphis Grizzlies, Jessa put up 29 points and 12 assists, so a double-double. 26 points for B. Ellis. A triple-double for Cash Nasty. 17 points, 11 rebounds, and 10 assists. Christopher London with 16 points and 2 rebounds. 12 points and 10 rebounds for Scotty Barnes, so a double-double. Kenny Chow with 10 points. Ja Morant with 31. Dillon Brooks with 20. And then the win against the Pelicans, Brandon Ingram with 31. Zion with 26 points and 11 rebounds, so it's a double-double. CJ McCollum with 20. B. Ellis with 32. Christopher London with 26 points and 7 rebounds. Kenny Chow with 26 points and 9 assists. Jessa with a double-double with 17 points and 10 assists. And Cash Nasty struggled out there. He played 31 minutes for 2 points, shooting 1 of 4, 9 rebounds and 10 assists. And then we move on to the loss against the Nets. A. Millie with 29 points. Skywalker with a triple-double with 23, 12, and 12. 21 for Big Easy. 19 for Money Mac. And Clamp God with 16. And then Christopher London got 19, 8, and 5. Kenny Chow with 15. McGee with 15. Cash Nasty with 13, 6, and 6. Jessa with 10, 2, and 4. B. Ellis with 8, 2, and 5, shooting 4 of 15. Then the win against OKC. B. Ellis came back and put up... Sorry, guys, still trying to get rid of this cough, man. B. Ellis with 30 points and 20 assists, so a double-double. Kenny Chow with 19. Cash Nasty with 16 points. Christopher London with 15, 7, and 9. Jessa with 13, 2, and 5. Kevin Durant put up 35 points alongside James Harden with 26. Then the win against the Magic, 36 and 12 for Christopher London, so double-double. Jessa got a triple-double with 18, 10, and 11. 17, 2 and 11 for B. Ellis, so double-double. 8, 7 and 6 for Cash Nasty, but he fouled out, shooting 2 of 11. 8 points for Kenny Chow. Markel Phelps top scored for the Magic with 26. We'll simulate through with 5 and 1 going into November, so we'll simulate through. We take a loss to the Jazz, then win against the Raptors, lose again to the Nets, then get a dub over the Magic, a dub over the Washington Wizards, a dub over Portland, lose to the Clippers, get a dub over the Rockets, lose to Denver, and lose back-to-back games against Denver, so 10 and 6. So we'll check the loss against Utah. Scotty Barnes with 21, 18, 8 and 7 for B. Ellis. 15 points and 15 rebounds for Christopher London, so double-double. Jesso with 12 points. Cash Nasty with 8 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. Kenny Chow with 8 points. Donovan Mitchell with 32. LaMelo Ball with 20. Connolly with 17. Then the win against the Raptors. Jesso with 23, 9 and 7. Christopher London with another double-double with 18 points and 14 rebounds. B. Ellis with 16. Kenny Chow with 16. And 10 points for Cash Nasty. K. Showtime with 19. Christian Wood with 17. And then we move on to the loss against the Nets. B. Ellis with 36. Jesso with 23 points and 12 assists, so double-double. McGee with 16. Cash Nasty gets his first double-double with 14 points and 11 rebounds. Christopher London with 11 points and 9 rebounds and 9 assists. Kenny Chow with 7 points. Skywalker with 33 points and 11 assists. Clamp God with 28 points, so Skywalker got a double-double. And then the win against the Magic, 22 points and 11 assists for Fultz, so double-double. 28 points for Scotty Barnes. 22 points with 9 assists for Jessa, 17 for B. Ellis, Christopher London with 15 points, Kenny Chow with 11, Cash Nasty with another double-double with 10 points and 10 rebounds. Then the win against the Wizards, Bradley Beal with 23, Porzingis with 21 and 11 rebounds, so double-double. Christopher London with 29 points and 9 rebounds. B. Ellis with 27 points and 11 assists, so double-double. Jessa with 21 points, 9 rebounds, and 10 assists, so double-double. Cash Nasty with 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. Kenny Chow with 15 points. And then the win against Portland, 48 points, 12 rebounds for Christopher London, so double-double, shooting 17 of 24, 5 and 9 from 3. B. Ellis with 25 points. Kenny Chow with 18 points, shooting 5 of 20. Jessa 16 points with 9 assists, shooting 6 of 11. And then Cash Nasty with 9 points, 1 rebound, and 6 assists, shooting 3 of 4, but he fouled out. And then the loss to the Clippers, 25 for B. Ellis, 19 for Christopher London. 10 points for Jessa, 7 points for Cash Nasty, but 10 rebounds. Kenny Chow with 3 points. Trae Young with 19. 18 for Kawhi Leonard and 18 for Paul George. Then the win against the Rockets. B. Ellis with 23 points. 20 for Scotty Barnes. 20 points for Kenny Chow, shooting 7 of 11. Christopher London with 19 points and 9 rebounds, shooting 7 of 14. Jessa with 10 points, shooting 4 of 13. Cash Nasty with 10 points and 11 assists, so double-double, shooting 4 of 10. Jalen Green with 24 points for the Rockets' top scorer. We move on to the loss against Denver, 24, 7 and 7 for Jessa. Kenny Chow with 19. Cash Nasty with a double-double with 14 points and 10 rebounds. B. Ellis with 13. Christopher London with 12 points. Aaron Gordon with 26. Zach LaVine with 23. And Jokic with 23 points and 12 rebounds, so double-double. In the back-to-back losses against Denver, Cash Nasty top scored with 18 points and 8 rebounds, but he fouled out, shooting 8 of 17. Christopher London with 18 points and 10 rebounds, so a double-double, shooting 7 of 21. Jessa with 16 points, shooting 4 of 9. Kenny Chow with 16 points and 13 assists, so a double-double, shooting 5 of 7. B. Ellis with 11 points, but he fouled out. And then we move on. We'll simulate the rest of November into the start of December with a 10-6 record. So we'll simulate through. Take a dub against Celtics, lose to the Raptors, take a big win over the Bucks, win over Golden State, win over Detroit, and then lose to the Knicks. So we're 14-8 going into December. So the win against the Celtics, Lanier with 19, Hezzy God with 19, Irving with only 16, B. Ellis with 27 points and 14 assists, so double-double. 25 points for Christopher London, shooting 10 of 22. Jessa with 18 points and 10 assists, so double-double. Cash Nasty with 7 points, shooting 3 of 10. Kenny Chow with 7 points and 10 assists. And then the loss to the Raptors, a 2-point loss. Christian Wood with 32 points and 12 rebounds. K Showtime with 16 points and 10 assists, so double-double. Kenny Chow with 22 points, shooting 8 of 11. B. Ellis with 20 points. Jessa with 15 points with 7 assists, alongside 3 steals, shooting 4 of 12. Christopher London with 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists, shooting 5 of 16. Cash Nasty with 12 points, shooting 3 of 8. And we move on to the win against the Bucks. AJ Lapre with 30 points and 10 rebounds. 15 points for T-Jazz. Chris Staples with 14. Jessa with 27, 9 and 9. B. Ellis with 23 points. 12 points for Cash Nasty. Christopher London, 12 points. And then Kenny Chow with 6 points. And then the win over Golden State. B. Ellis with 26 points. Christopher London with 24 and 14 rebounds, so double-double. 20 points for Jessa. 16 points for Cash. And then Kenny with only 7 points. Luka with 32 points. Curry with 22. And Jordan Poole with 16. And then the win against Detroit, 26 and 10 for Cunningham, so double-double. 25 for Jaden Ivey. B. Ellis with 26 points and 17 assists, so double-double. Christopher London with a double-double with 25 points and 15 rebounds. Cash Nasty with 24 points and 12 rebounds on double-double. 13 points for Jessa. Kenny Chow with only 11. And then the loss to the Knicks, 32 for Embiid. Jimmy Butler with 22 and R.J. Barrett with 17. 20 points for Jessa, shooting 8 of 17. Cash Nasty with 13 points. Christopher London with 13 points. B. Ellis with 12 points. And Kenny Chow managed a double-double with 10 points and 10 assists. So we'll go through and simulate to Christmas Day. So we'll simulate through. So we take a win over the Suns, lose to Denver. We'll re-simulate. Then we lose to the Bucks, win against Chicago, lose to OKC, win against the Cavs, win against Portland, win against the Cavs. And we'll simulate to Christmas, win against Minnesota, back-to-back wins against Minnesota, win against the Rockets, and win against the Lakers. So we're 23-11 on Christmas Day. So we'll go to the win against the Suns. Christopher London with 33 points and 22 rebounds, so double-double, shooting 12 of 21. B. Ellis with 26 points and 10 assists, so double-double. Jessa with 9 points. Cash Nasty with 2 points and 10 rebounds. And Kenny Chow with 8 points. Cam Johnson top scored with 21 points. Then we lost to Denver. Zach LaVine with 32. Giannis with 24 points and 10 rebounds, so a double-double. 18 points, 11 rebounds, and 12 assists for Jokic, so a triple-double. 26 points and 10 rebounds for Christopher London, so that's a double-double, shooting 9 of 20. B. Ellis with 18 points, Kenny Chow with 14, Jessa with 9, 8, and 8, and Cash Nasty with 5, 6, and 7. And then the loss to the Bucks, B. Ellis with 20, Kenny Chow with 20, Jessa with 17, Christopher London with 17 and 10, so double-double. And then Cash Nasty with 4 points and 8 rebounds. And then T-Jazz with 15 points, Chris Staples with 11 points and 10 rebounds, so double-double. Then the win against the Bulls, Jackson with 18, Drummond with 11, Scar with 10, B. Ellis with 19, Kenny Chow for 16 points, Jessa with 15, Cash Nasty with 13 points, Christopher London with 12. And then we move on to the loss against OKC. Christopher London with 22 points, Scotty Barnes with a double-double with 18 and 10, B. Ellis with 16, Cash Nasty with 15 points, Kenny Chow with 12 points, Jessa with 9 points and 11 assists, Kevin Durant top scored with 21 points. In the win against the Cavs, B. Ellis with 22 points, Cash Nasty with double-double with 21 points and 13 rebounds, shooting 7 of 12. Christopher London with 16 points, Jessa with 14, Kenny Chow with 10, and then J. Lou with 14, Devontae Freeja with 9 points, Cam with 9 points, Fombe with 7 points, and then win against Portland. Christopher London with 29 points and 12 rebounds, so double-double. 24 points for Kenny Chow. Jessa with 15 points, Cash Nasty with 9 points, 9 rebounds, and 8 assists. Damian Lillard with 21 points in the 2-point win against the Cavs. Cam with 25 points, Formby with 17, J. Lou with 12, and Friga with 5 points, 10 rebounds, and 7 assists. And then Christopher London with 25 points and 11 rebounds, so double-double. B. Ellis with 16 points, Jessa for 14 points, Cash Nasty with 13, and Kenny Chow with 12. And then we move on to the win against Minnesota. 24 points for Karl Towns, Anthony Edwards with 21, B. Ellis with 24, Scotty Barnes with 23, Cash Nasty with 16, Kenny Chow with 16, Christopher London with 13, and Jessa with 11 points. Then the back-to-back wins against Minnesota, D'Angelo Russell with 27 points, 23 points and 18 rebounds for Christopher London, so double-double to go alongside 5 blocks. B. Ellis with 16 points and 11 assists, so double-double. Jessa with 14 points, Cash Nasty with 11 points, Kenny Chow with 11 points. And then the win against the Rockets, Jalen Green with 19, 25 points with 10 assists for B. Ellis, so double-double. Christopher London with 24 points and 12 rebounds, so double-double. Kenny Chow with 16 points and 10 assists, so double-double. Cash Nasty with 13 points and 14 rebounds, so double-double. 10 points for Jessa. And then the win against the Lakers on Christmas Day, 29 for B. Ellis, 28 points and 11 rebounds for Christopher London, 19 points and 9 assists for Jessa, 11 points for Cash Nasty, and 8 points for Kenny Chow, 21 points for Garland, 20 for Anthony Davis with 12 rebounds, so double-double, and 19 for LeBron James. So simulate the end of December, simulate through. Take the win against the Knicks, win against the Rockets, and then lose to the Spurs. So going into January, we've got a 25-12 record. So check the win against the Knicks, 30 points for B. Ellis, Kenny Chow with 14, Christopher London with a double-double with 12 points and 11 rebounds, Jessa with 8 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists, Cash Nasty with 6 points, Jimmy Butler with 23 points and 10 rebounds, so a double-double. In the win against the Rockets, 47 points for B. Ellis, 21 points for Christopher London, Jessa with 9 points, Kenny Chow with 5, Cash Nasty with 4 points and 11 rebounds. Then the loss to the Spurs, H. Quell with 32 points, B. Brooks with 23 points, 24 points for Christopher London, 22 for B. Ellis, 14 for Kenny Chow, 10 for Cash Nasty, and 6 points for Jessa, but Cash fouled out. So we'll simulate into January. So we'll just simulate all of January. So we'll simulate through. Take a win against the Rockets. Oh, we might as well check that. Jabari Smith Jr. with 28 points, Jalen Green with 19, 36 points for B. Ellis, Jessa with 22. Sorry guys, just having a drink. 20 points and 11 rebounds for Christopher London. A triple-double for Cash with 14 points, 14 rebounds, and 12 assists. Kenny Chow was 10 points. And then we'll simulate till January 22nd. So we'll simulate through. We take a loss to the Celtics by 1, then win against New Orleans, win against OKC, win against the Clippers, win against the Lakers, win against Portland. And then we get back-to-back wins against Portland. So we'll check the loss against Boston. 27 points for B. Ellis, 27 points for Christopher London, 12 points for Jessa, 9 points for Cash, and Kenny Chow with 5. Hezzy God with 28 points, and Kyrie Irving with 28, and D the Lab with 9 points. And then the win over New Orleans, 29 points for B. Ellis, 28 points for Christopher London, 19 for Cash, Jessa with 12 points, and Kenny Chow with 5. Brandon Ingram top scored with 22 points. The win over OKC, Kevin Durant with 33, SGA with 23, 27 points and 13 rebounds for Christopher London, so double-double. 23 points and 12 assists for B. Ellis, so double-double. Kenny Chow with 14, double-double for Jessa with 13 points and 10 assists. Cash Nasty with 11 points. And then the win over the Clippers, 30 points for Trae Young, DeRozan with 20, B. Ellis with 25, 25 for Scotty Barnes, 18 for Jessa, Kenny Chow with 16, Christopher London with a double-double with 14 points and 15 rebounds, and Cash Nasty with 7 points, 12 rebounds, and 7 assists. And then the win against the Lakers, 34 and 12 for Tatum, so double-double, 24 for LeBron, 21 for Siakam, 27 and 9 for Christopher London, 23 points with 11 assists for B. Ellis, so double-double, 23 points for Kenny Chow, 13 points and 10 rebounds for Scotty Barnes, so double-double, 12 points for Jessa, 11 points and 10 rebounds for Cash, so double-double. The win against Portland, Simons with 16 points, Lillard with 9 points, 30 points for Christopher London, 17 points with 10 rebounds for B. Ellis, so double-double. 13 points with 10 assists for Cash Nasty. 12 points, 10 rebounds, and 13 assists for Jessa, so a triple-double. 12 points for Kenny Chow. And then the back-to-back wins against Portland. Damian Lillard came back with 19 points. 36 points for Brandon Ellis, or B. Ellis. Christopher London with 23 points and 11 rebounds, so double-double. Jessa with a double-double with 22 points and 11 assists. Cash Nasty with 13 points and 14 rebounds, so double-double. Kenny Chow with 13. So we'll simulate the rest of January, so go to the 30th. So we'll simulate through. Take a loss to the Hawks, win over Miami, win against LA Clippers, win against the Washington Wizards, win against the Suns, win against Utah, and then win against Detroit to finish off January. So going into February, we've got a 38 and 14 record. So we'll check the loss to the Atlanta Hawks. 25 points for Christopher London, 19 for Jessa, 16 for B. Ellis, 13 for Cash. And where is Kenny? Kenny with 6 points, 24 for Murray, Jones with 21, White Iverson with 19. Then the win against Miami, Christopher London with 32 points and 10 rebounds, so double-double. 21 points for Cash Nasty, 19 points and 12 assists for B. Ellis. Jessa with 12 points, Kenny Chow with 12 points and 13 assists, so double-double. Moon with 34 points, Slim Reaper with 28 points. And then a win against the Clippers, 31 points for Christopher London, 19 for Cash Nasty, Kenny Chow with 13, 12 for B. Ellis, and 12 for Jessa. 12 points and 12 assists, so double-double for Jessa. 21 for Trae Young, 19 for Paul George. Then the win against the Washington Wizards, Christopher London with 30 points, B. Ellis with 27, Cash Nasty with 10 points and 10 rebounds, so double-double, 9 points and 11 assists for Jessa, 9 points for Kenny Chow, Bradley Beal with 19. Then the win over the Suns, 19 for Chris Paul, Jessa with 23 points, B. Ellis with 21, and Kenny Chow with 17 points and 10 assists, so double-double. Christopher London with 14 points and 12 rebounds, so double-double. Cash Nasty with a double-double with 12 points and 10 rebounds. Then the win over the Jazz, 20 points for LaMelo Ball, Colin Sexton with 13, 23 points for Christopher London, 14 for B. Ellis, 14 for Kenny Chow, 9 points for Jessa, and 3 points for Cash Nasty. And then the win against Detroit, 19 points for Jessa, 18 points for Christopher London, B. Ellis with 15, Cash Nasty with 13 points, and Kenny Chow with 11. Bogdanovich top scored with 25, so we'll simulate to just before All-Star, or just after All-Star break. So we'll simulate through. We'll re-simulate again. Simulate to February 23rd. So we take the win against New Orleans. We take the win against Golden State, a win against Utah, a win against the Clippers, a win against the Kings, and then lose to the Kings, and then lose to Minnesota, and then lose to Denver. Then it's the All-Star weekend, and then coming out of the All-Star weekend, we get a fresh win against the Spurs. So we'll check the game against New Orleans. Christopher London with 35 points and 11 rebounds, so double-double. 24 points for Kenny Chow. Jessa with 15. B. Ellis with 8. And Cash Nasty with 8 points. Brandon Ingram top scored with 27. Then the win against Golden State, Luka with 27 points. Kuminga with 19. Curry with 14. Spencer Dinwiddie with 27, B. Ellis with 23 points, 12 assists, so double-double. 20 points and 17 rebounds for Christopher London, 18 for Cash Nasty. Jessa with 10 points and 14 assists, so double-double for Jessa and Christopher London and B. Ellis. And then the win against the Jazz, 26 points for Donovan Mitchell, 21 points for Christopher London, 18 points for Ellis. Jessa with 18, Cash Nasty with 15, Kenny Chow with 4 points. And then the win against the Clippers, Trae Young with 26 points and 10 assists, so double-double. 26 points and 12 rebounds for Christopher London, so double-double. 22 points for Jessa, 18 points and 10 rebounds for Cash, so double-double. Kenny with 13, and B. Ellis struggled with 8 points, but he fouled out. And then the win against the Kings, Blackwell with 21, Keegan Murray with 17, B. Ellis with 23 points and 16 assists, so double-double. Christopher London with 23 points and 10 rebounds, so double-double. 14 points for Jessa, 14 points for Cash, Kenny with 13. And then the loss to the Kings, 24 for Blackwell, Sabonis with 19, B. Ellis with 21, Christopher London with 21, Jessa with 20, Cash Nasty with 10, and Kenny Chow with 12 points. And then the loss to Minnesota, Christopher London with 26 points. 14 points for Jessa, 14 points for Kenny, 13 points for B. Ellis, and 8 points for Cash Nasty. Anthony Edwards with 28 points and 13 rebounds, so double-double. Then the loss to Denver, Giannis with 35 points and 11 rebounds, so double-double. Jokic with 24 points and 13 rebounds, so double-double. Kenny Chow top scored with 30 points, 28 and 14 rebounds for Christopher London, so double-double. 20 points for B. Ellis, 20 points and 12 assists for Jessa, so double-double. 13 points and 11 rebounds for Cash Nasty, so another double-double. And then All-Star, and then the dub after All-Star break. B. Ellis with 20 points, 16 points for Jessa, 16 points for Cash. Kenny with 13. H. Cale with 17 points and 10 rebounds. Glover with 16. Guerrero with 14. And we'll simulate through the end of Feb. And we'll start off, we'll go to March 11th. So we'll simulate through. We'll do that now. Take a big loss to the Lakers, and then win against the Pacers to finish off February. So we're 45 and 18 going into March. So we'll check the game against the Lakers. Scotty Barnes with 26, B. Ellis with 23 points, Christopher London with 13, Kenny Chow with 13, Jessa with 12, Cash with only 4 points, shooting 1 of 6. Jason Tatum with 27 points and 10 rebounds. Garland with 23 points and 10 assists, so double-double for Garland and Tatum. Davis with 22 points and 10 rebounds, and LeBron with 15. Then the win against the Pacers, Christopher London with 35 points. B. Ellis with 25 points and 11 rebounds, so double-double. Kenny Chow with a double-double with 22 points and 15 assists. Jessa with 15 and Cash Nasty with 15. Tyrese top scored with 24 points. And then we'll simulate till March 17th. So we'll simulate through. Take a win against Philly. Take a win against the Suns. Lose to the Jazz. Win against New Orleans. Win against Memphis. Take back-to-back wins against Memphis. So we'll check the Philly game. Christopher London with 35 points and 12 rebounds, so double-double. 24 points for Kenny Chow. 23 points for B. Ellis. 13 points and 11 assists for Jessa. Cash Nasty with 8 points. Drifty J with 21 points. Cam Wilder with 11 points. And then the win against the Suns. B. Ellis with 32 points. Christopher London with 25 points and 11 rebounds, so double-double. Jessa with 16 points and 11 assists, so double-double. 13 points and 10 rebounds for Cash, so that's a double-double. Kenny Chow with 11 points. Devin Booker with 31. And then the loss to the Jazz, 35 points with 10 rebounds for KL, so a double-double. 20 points for B. Ellis. 10 points for Jessa, 11 points for Kenny, and 7 points for Cash. Donovan Mitchell with 28 and LaMelo Ball with 25. Then the win against New Orleans, Zion with 37, Brandon Ingram with 23, B. Ellis with 34, Christopher London with 26 points, 19 points for Kenny Chow, 12 points for Cash Nasty, and 11 points with 14 assists for Jessa. And then the win against the Memphis Grizzlies, Jared Jackson Jr. with 20 points, 19 and 13 assists for Ja Morant. B. Ellis with 20 points, Jessa with 20 points, Cash with 17 points, Christopher London with 16, and Kenny Chow with 8. We take back-to-back wins against Memphis, so 23 points and 13 rebounds for Christopher London, so double-double. 21 points and 13 assists for B. Ellis, so double-double. 19 points for Jessa. Kenny Chow with 17. Scotty and Cash Nasty with only 3 points. Ja Morant got 22 points. So we'll simulate to the end of March. So we'll simulate through. take a loss to the Spurs, a loss to the Lakers, a loss to the Grizzlies, a loss to Golden State, then win against the Hornets, then lose to the Hornets, and then lose to the Pacers, and lose to the 76ers. So to finish March with 51-26, so check the gate loss against the Spurs. B. Brooks with 27 points and 11 rebounds. Rozier with 17 points. B. Ellis with 32. Christopher London with 18. Kenny Chow with 14. Jessa with 8. Cash Nasty with no points. And Lakers, we lose to the Lakers by 1. LeBron with 30 points. Garland with 27. 26 for B. Ellis. 25 for KL. 24 for Jessa. 18 points and 10 assists for Kenny Chow. So double-double. And 3 points for Cash Nasty. He's struggling at the moment. And then the loss to Memphis. 36 for Jaylen Brown. 31 for Desmond Bane. B. Ellis with 22. Kenny Chow with 18 points and 10 assists, so double-double. Christopher London with 14 points and 13 rebounds, so double-double. Cash managed to get to double digits with 12. 11 points for Jessa. And then the loss against Golden State. Christopher London with 32 points and 11 rebounds. 23 points for Jessa. Cash Nasty with 12 points, and where is it? B. Ellis with 8 points, and Kenny Chow struggled with 2 points. Sorry guys, just clearing my throat. Luka Doncic with 34 points. James Wiseman with 26, and Steph Curry with 17 points and 12 assists. So Steph Curry comes out and gets a double-double. And then the win against the Hornets, 29 points for Jessa, 25, 10, and 12 for B. Ellis, so a triple-double. 25 points for Kenny Chow, 16 points for Christopher London, and 10 points for Cash. D-Zo with 19, K-Town with 14. And then the loss to the Hornets, Aubrey Jr. with 27, D-Zo with 17, 11, and 10, so a triple-double. K-Town with only 3 points. 19 for Jessa, 18 for Kenny Chow. B. Ellis with 16, Christopher London with 8, and Cash Nasty only managed 5 points. And then the 2 losses against the Pacers and the 76ers to finish off March, we'll look at those. Tyrese with 29 and 11 assists, so double-double. 23 points for KL, 16 points for Dinwiddie, 14 for Jessa, 14 for Cash Nasty, and 11 points for B. Ellis. And then Kenny Chow with 11 points. And then the loss, then the loss to the 76ers. Ryan Crash Dummy with 23 points, Cam Wilder with 18, Drifty J with 12 points, B. Ellis with 22 points, Jessa with 21, Cash Nasty with 12, Christopher London with 12, and Kenny Chow with 9 points. So we'll move on to April. So we've got our last, 4 or 5 games. So we'll simulate the last 4 games. So we get a win over Miami, a win over Atlanta, a win over Sacramento, and then lose to the Bulls. So 54-27 going into the last game. So we'll check the game against Miami. Moon got 23, Slim Reaper with 16, Kenny Chow with 25, 19 points and 10 assists for B. Ellis, 19 for Jessa, 13 for Cash. Move on to the win against the Hawks. Lowry with 15 points. 45 points for B. Ellis. 19 points and 11 rebounds for Christopher London, so double-double. 16 points for Jessa. 14 points for Cash Nasty. And Kenny Chow with only 2. And then the win against Sacramento, B. Ellis with 20 points, Kenny Chow with 15, but he fouled out. Jessa with 13, Christopher London with 14 points and 13 rebounds, so double-double, and 9 points for Cash Nasty. And then the loss to the Bulls, 25 points for Christopher London, 17 for Jessa, B. Ellis with 15, Kenny Chow with 13 points and 10 assists, so double-double, and 8 points for Cash. D. Jackson with 28 points, Scar with 23. So we go on to the last game, 54 and 27, so we'll simulate the last game, and we end up winning against them, so 55 and 27 for the season. Duke Skywalker gets MVP. Rookie of the Year goes to Duke Skywalker, so he gets both awards. SGA gets Sixth Man of the Year. D. Zoe gets Defensive Player of the Year. Albron Singun with Most Improved. Mike Budenholzer gets Best Coach because he gets 63 and 19. And Executive of the Year goes to Brandon Harrison. So we'll move on. All NBA First Teamers Moon, Luka, Duke Skywalker, Slim Reaper, and Jokic. All NBA Second Teamers D-So, Ja Morant, Nasser Core, Giannis, and Christopher London. So we made the All NBA Second Team. All NBA Third Teamers Harden, Hoodie Cal, Bionic Brooks, Jaden Bellotti, and Karl Anthony Towns. All Defensive First Teamers D-So, Jade Jones, Bionic Brooks, Duke Skywalker, and Christopher London made All Defensive First Team. And then All Defensive Second Team goes Matt, and then there's Moon, Nasser Core, Slim Reaper, and Ty Glover. All Rookie First Team is Moon, D-So, Slim Reaper, Duke Skywalker, and Nasser Core. All Rookie Second Team is Christopher London, Bionic Brooks, Hoodie Cal, Jaden Bellotti, and Noah Blackwell. So we'll move on and we'll see. So it's going to be Memphis and OKC and New Orleans against Sacramento for the play-in on that side, on the West, and the play-in on the East is going to be Atlanta, Boston, and Philly, Charlotte. So we'll simulate the play-in. So it's going to be Denver against Sacramento, San Antonio Lakers, Golden State, LA Clippers, Dallas against Memphis. So Dallas ended up with the second seed. Brooklyn against Philly, Miami, New York, Cleveland, Chicago, and Milwaukee, Boston. So we'll start the series. We'll start game 1 against Dallas and Memphis. So we'll simulate game 1. And Dallas get game 1, 122 to 114. 23 points and 11 assists for B. Ellis. 22 points for Jessa. 22 points for Christopher London. And 18 points and 10 assists for Kenny Chow. So double-double. And 5 points for Cash Nasty. Desmond Bain with 23 and Ja Morant with 22. Oh, dry lips. Sorry, guys. Move on into game 2. And it's 1-1. Memphis get one back, 115 to 99. B. Ellis with 16, Kenny Chow with 16, Christopher London with 14, Cash Nasty with 11, Jessa with only 8 points. Grizzlies with Ja Morant got 27 points and 11 assists, so double-double. Move on to game 3, simulate game 3. Memphis come back on top 2-1. 122 to 113, 24 for Ja, 22 for Desmond Bain, 34 and 13 for B. Ellis, or double-double. Christopher London with 16 points and 10 rebounds, or double-double. Kenny Chow with 12 points and 11 assists, or double-double. 10 points for Jessa, 7 points for Cash Nasty. We'll move on to game 4. Dallas is not looking good. It's down 3-1. 129, 124. 29 points for Ja. 19 for Middleton. 28 points with 10 rebounds for Christopher London, so double-double. 21 points and 10 assists for B. Ellis. 16 points and 10 rebounds for Cash Nasty. So Cash Nasty, B. Ellis, and Christopher London all got double-doubles. Jessa with 15 points. Kenny Chow with 2 points. And we move on to game 5, and we'll see if Dallas can keep their series alive. And Dallas Mavericks have been eliminated 4-1. So Jessa, Cash, Kenny Chow, and Christopher London all get eliminated in round 1. So the big upset, the 7th seed beats the 2nd seed. But we ended up placing 2nd in the season, and we ended up making the first round to end up getting beaten in the first round 4-1. Oh, so I wish this cough would go away. Sorry, guys. So it's going to be, so we'll simulate through. So I'll simulate the round. So it's going to be Denver, Lakers, Golden State, Memphis, Brooklyn, New York, Milwaukee, Cleveland. So we'll simulate those rounds. So it's going to be Golden State, Lakers, Brooklyn, Cleveland in the finals for each route for the West and the East. So we'll simulate that. So Darius Garland gets Western Conference MVP, and Eastern Conference Finals MVP goes to Duke Skywalker. Brooklyn end up beating the Cavs 4-1, and Golden State end up losing to Lakers 4-1. So it's going to be Lakers Nets in the final. So we'll simulate game 1 of the final, and the Nets take game 1, 132-88. They took it by heaps. 39 for Clamp God, 21 for D Bones, 20 points with 17 rebounds for Skywalker. Money Mac with 18 and A Millie with 13 points and 12 rebounds, so double-double. Big Easy with only 2 points. Jason Tatum with 16. LeBron James with only 15. Davis with 9 points. Garland with only 11. We'll simulate game 2 of the finals, and it's 1-1. Lakers come back to get the 109-106 victory. Clamp God with 25 points. A Millie with 16. Skywalker with 15. Money Mac with 11. D Bones with 9 points. Big Easy with 9 points. 22 points for LeBron. 20 for Pascal Siakam. Move on to game 3 of the finals. So we'll simulate game 3. And Lakers take it up 2-1, 132-120. LeBron James comes in and puts a 30-piece on the board with 31 points and 7 rebounds. And then Jason Tatum with 22 points and 12 assists, so double-double. 24 points for A Millie, D Bones with 23, Money Mluck with 18, Clamp God with 14, Big Easy with 12, 12, and 12, so triple-double. Skywalker with 10 points and 10 rebounds, so double-double. We'll move on to game 4. Simulate through. Can the Nets come back? And the Lakers are up 3-1, 134-127. 30 points and 10 assists for LeBron James, so double-double. 25 points for Tatum, 24 for Garland. 36 points for A Millie. Money Mac with 24. D Bones with 17 and 10 assists, so double-double. Clamp God with 16. Skywalker with 12 points and 11 assists, so double-double. Big Easy with 7 points. Move on to game 5. Can Brooklyn Nets keep the series alive? Simulate through. And the Nets take it to game 6. But the Nets take it to game 6 and then get beaten in game 7. Oh, in game 6. I mean, they get beaten in game 6. And finals MVP goes to LeBron. Nets end up losing 4-2. So they lose in 6. 128-121. 33 and 10 for Jason Tatum, so double-double. 22 points for LeBron. 23 points for D Bones. 18 points with 11 assists for Money Mac. Clamp God with 16 points, but he fouled out. 16 points and 10 assists for Skywalker, so double-double. Big Easy with 15 points and 11 rebounds, so double-double. 14 points for A Millie. And yeah, the Lakers are going to take it 4-2 and win the NBA Finals. So the Dallas Mavericks with Jessa, B. Ellis, Scotty Barnes, Jessa, B. Ellis, Christopher London, Kenny Chow, and Cash Nasty made the 2nd seed in the West and ended up getting beaten in the first round 4-1 by Memphis. So yeah, they made the first round, and the Lakers end up taking it 4-2. and that's another video in the books. As for all you, I hope for all you viewers that ended up enjoying this video, I hope you smash that like button. And for all you new viewers out there, we're on the road to 1,100 subs, and I appreciate everyone that hits that subscribe button. As that's NZ Blasian out, and we'll catch you in the next episode. NZ Blasian out.